Here we go. All right. Good morning. What is your name, sir?
Ronnie Moore.
And are you the owner of Midwest Martial Arts?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What is your exact title there?
Executive Director,
And what year did you start?
1995.
And do you mind describing your business?
Our goal is to educate, motivate, and stimulate people in the martial arts.
Okay. Well, thank you for agreeing to this interview. I have 6 standard questions and 2 additional.
Okay?
Our first question is, when you started your business, did you execute a business plan?
Not really.
Not really. All right. Do you mind elaborating on that?
Elaborating? Well, the reason why is because I have been traveling around competing in the martial arts all over the United States, different parts of the world, and I started seeing a lot of instructors that were actually had martial arts schools. And I would talk to people into thinking about opening up a school, but they would always tell me it's not a good idea. And I listened to it for years. And then one day I brought in a universal karate demo team that travels all over the world. And when I brought him in, the head of that demo team, his name is Garland Johnson. And he had told me, he had met my students, and he told me, he said, why don't you have a school? And I said, I just never thought it was a good idea. Well, he had 13 schools in Colorado. And he said, hey, with the knowledge that you have, and the information that you have, and the way that you teach, he said, you should open up a school. And so that's what kind of pushed me, spurred me to kind of go ahead and do it.
Okay, so that one person really believed in you.
He did.
Makes
He
a
did.
difference. Okay. And when you started your business, did you obtain a loan?
Yes, I did, from a friend.
Okay.
And we needed to kind of refurbish the place we were moving into, and so we didn't have enough money to do that. And so the person loaned us about $5,000, and then within less than a year, we paid that back, and never looked back.
Never look back.
Yeah.
I like it. It reminds me of what our coordinator talks about with the 3 F's: friends, family, and fools. So it's nice that you had a friend to help you out with that. The next question is, what are you willing to share as your greatest barrier to entry for becoming an entrepreneur?
Well, I think the hardest thing really was to not listen to the free advice givers about getting in there, because I would listen to everybody about not doing it. And then the fact that I talked to someone actually was actually I consider an expert at opening up schools and stuff. I started listening to them and started thinking in terms of trying to do something on my own and just get it started.
Okay. And do you, as a successful entrepreneur, have fears?
Yes, I have had fears and always probably will have some fears, but what I've done is I've kind of addressed the fears and thought about them, and then I kind of look at them from a different perspective. One would be the way that the economy is now. You know, sometimes I think with business owners, you think in terms of how's that going to affect your business? And so what I started doing is I wanted to make sure that what we offered was the best that people could get within Kansas. And so when I started doing that, I made sure our program was the best that it could be. And then I felt like we just had a problem. If someone's looking for a school, they're going to look for the best that they can find.
Okay. Well, right now I'm going to interject one of my questions. I'm going to zoom this way and look at the exit sign up there and have you turn around and address your exit strategy for your business.
Good question. That's something I just was talking to a friend of mine just the other day, and they were asking me if I was interested in selling my business. And I told them that in the future I will be. And what I'm trying to do is get my numbers up to a certain point and probably not be as involved in the school, but still be involved. Maybe as instead of executive director, I might be like a CEO or something like that of the business,
Okay.
and let someone else come in. And that's where I'm trying to get to the point where I'm delegating.
Okay.
Once I delegate, I can still have hands-on, but I won't be as involved. I'll have someone running the school for me, have somebody taking care of my marketing, all the things that I need to have done to keep the business running along, but still reap the benefits from that.
And when you started, did you have this strategy in mind, or is this something that
It's
just
something
evolved?
Actually, when I got involved in it, I think I started realizing that business can actually engulf your time.
Okay.
You get up 5:30 in the morning, you're doing that until you go to bed at night, 12 at night, and you're still thinking about stuff. So then what I started finding out is that I needed to make sure that I had systems in place so that I knew if certain things would happen with these systems, that that would let me know what type of results we have from the business.
Okay.
And when those systems started getting implemented, it really made a big difference for us. And so we know what to expect each month, each year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years down the road. And so what I'm trying to do now is kind of get our numbers up to where I wanted to get them at. Once I do that, then I might think in terms of some kind of an exit strategy. But I haven't done anything about that yet.
It's kind of like in our textbook, we learn about failing to plan, planning to fail. So it's good that you have a strategy in place. Let's see. What made you take action to actually launch your business?
The main reason I launched it was mainly because Garland Johnson from Colorado. He was the main reason that I launched it. He actually let me know that he said, you have as much knowledge as I do in this area. He said, you should have a school. And so that really gave me the confidence to go ahead and do it. And plus I had a clientele at the time as well. And I just went ahead and decided to go ahead and launch it.
So you got the idea out of your head and on paper, and then you had a proof of concept. You had customers that came to you, and you've been growing your business since 1995, you say?
Yes.
All right. In there for a while. The last question we have is, what would be some parting thoughts you could share with other entrepreneurs?
Well, one of the things I think is probably as much information you can about your business, and then find out, maybe even get some hands-on experience. Get in there and see if you really love what you do. Because that's one of the things that I think I look at is that what I do, I really, really love it. I enjoy it. And so if that's the case, I think that it's going to be easy for you to do the business, even when things are not going that great, and those happen sometimes. But when that does, if you have your systems in place, you'll be able to get past those points and keep going ahead. So
All right.
hopefully that answers that question.
Yes. All right. So once again, this is Mr. Ronnie Moore with Midwest Martial Arts. I thank you for your time.